is up, everybody? I think it's a warm day in Columbus. Hubby probably thinks it's scorching hot. Another wonderful day to do lawn care. So what I'd like to share with you guys is the hazardness that I went through to do lawn care with hubby. So Shane had many properties I helped him with, and because of my disability and my stability on my feet, I worked a lot on my knees so I could find the wheelbarrow easier. So I ended up with a lot of bruises all the way up on my shins, and lots of scrapes and bruises on my knees. Plus bruises on the forearm, because that's how I found the wheelbarrow. But the story I'd really like to tell you guys is Shane had the Skyline Chili's here in Columbus. One of the stores wanted the ground covering out of their front. I go, Shane, I got this. I was on my knees for hours, pulling up ground cover, helping point out plants, and I tell you, I couldn't get on my knees or my lower legs for a week. My legs were solid bruises for a very long time. But that wasn't the only hazard I suffered in lawn care. Ornamental grasses. You guys might know them as pampas grasses. To me, they're sharp grasses that hurt my nose. So how I did ornamental grasses, it was I would put my arms around them at the bottom. I would stand up so Shane can cut them with the hedge trimmers, because you cut them down at fall time. As I stand up, each blade would cut my nose. I was like having little paper cuts, and let me tell you, it burnt when I took a shower every night. But it wasn't just my nose. I had them up the forearms, and it just hurt. But I'm sure a lot of you had that. I think hubby's here, so I'll ask him if it happens to him.
It does.
Not just the rookies, but the business owners of seasoned veterans also. It attacks everybody. But the most trauma I ever had happened at a cleanup. I was bending over a tarp and I fell forward. I smashed my head and my mouth into the side rail of Shane's trailer. It hurt, but I didn't think anything of it. Months later, I went and saw my dentist for a checkup. My dentist goes, Sarah, you have a very bad receding gum line on your right canine. I go, well, how bad is it? And he goes, I can see your roots, and if it keeps going, your tooth will eventually fall out. I go, Doc, what do I need to do? And yes, I asked the real doctor. I go, Doc, what do I need to do? He goes, well, I'm going to give you the name to an oral surgeon. He is who I recommend and one of the best here in Columbus. I go, what does that mean? He goes, well, surgery is needed. I go, well, what do they do? And he goes, I would talk to your oral surgeon. So about 4 months later, my mom took me there because Shane was working. I go, what do I need to do? And he goes, well, we're doing a gum graft. And I guess I had this look of horror. I suffered many bruises, many cuts, but I never knew I'd ever need surgery. So I looked at the doctor and he goes, I'm going to take a little gum graft of your upper gum. I'm going to put it over your canine tooth. You'll be good as new. I just was like, okay. It happened a couple months later. I'm good as new. So.
You had to wear a special brace on your teeth, right?
It was like half of a retainer. So I couldn't eat. I pretty much couldn't eat solid food for a month. So the biggest thing I ate, you guys may laugh, I had a lot of Ensure.
And milkshakes.
I had a lot of milkshakes, but I didn't do too many of those because of the calories. But I did do a lot of Ensure, high protein, good vitamins. Hey, it kept me full and somewhat nutritious. But I did wear a gum liner for a month. Went back and saw the dentist and he gave me the okay. But he did say stay away from crunchy food for a while. So I couldn't have my lovely tacos for a good 3-4 months. It was sad. But I got over it and I had lots of mashed potatoes. I like mashed potatoes, so it's okay. But yeah, my wonderful landscaping career ended in surgery. Who would have thought? But I do appreciate you guys for watching. Hubby, thank you for the opportunity and the experience.
Well, you're welcome, and thank you for your hard work.
Yeah, my hubby's here. We'll ask him. Were the bruises horrific?
They were pretty bad. You were bruised up all over your legs for quite a few months.
But you know what? It was part of the game, and I did what I had to do.
And you did a great job.
Thank you. Everyone, have a good week. Try to stay cool. It's still going to be hot out there. Make sure you're drinking water. And always remember, no sight, no problem.